My name is Wes Carter. What is there to say about me? Quite a bit, actually. But like any story, it has to start somewhere. I was adopted at the age of 5. I would never come to know who my biological parents were. Only what I heard from other family members. I was raised by my grandfather, Robert Carter, in a small Quebec town. That's right, I speak French. Mainly speak English. Long story short, the Carters were pushed into living in Quebec back to the bad name that they had made for themselves. Quebec seemed like a great option to be forgotten. Growing up, I was a lone child, and from an early age, I had to learn how to fend for myself. My grandfather was a strict man, but a good one. One of the only Carters that wasn't a junkie or a criminal. He was set on putting me on the right path in life, making me the strong man that I am today, the survivor I have become. So I always had to think on my feet, be smart about any decision I take in life, making sure I paint a path of success. My mother was a junkie, messed up her life on heroin, while my father prostituted her to keep paying for her habits and his little life luxuries. Since my real father's release from jail for robbery with a firearm, he realized a new way to make money, using my mother, which would be safer for him. Anything for more cash. He treated her like shit, and so did he. I was the last of their problems, a nuisance, burden, something in the way of their lifestyle. It's still unclear why that night happened. I was 5 years old, but I don't have any memory of it, or at least nothing certain. I feel as if I could sometimes see it when I close my eyes. Perhaps the young me found a way to push these thoughts away. But my parents were murdered, and not just in any way. It was brutal and bloody, savage, really. A bad client, drug debt, still unresolved to this day. Apparently I was in the living room watching TV when it happened, and was left to fend for myself. I should have been able to see it all, as the living room and kitchen was an open concept, making me have that ability. But I can't seem to piece any of it together. Luckily, I was found after several hours. But by then, I was seen sleeping next to my mother, latching onto her, and they could not separate me from her. I was tossed into the car and proceeded with my life. It didn't matter. A new way of life opened up for me, living with my grandfather. So I ended up having pretty much normal life that point on. A pretty smart kid in school, had about 2 real friends I could count on, graduated and became an airline-ready reserve agent. You know, taking care of baggages, complaints, paperwork for the most part, but it came with flight privileges. I could fly for free almost anywhere in the world. Now let me explain why I went this direction. At about the age of 16, I was out and about with my 2 friends. Decided to go up a mountain in the back of the town and hike to find a great spot to chill. And we did. It was a splendid area too, a view on all of the town. One of my friends went to go piss, and of course, pee shy as most are, he had to go quite a few trees away. I was left alone with my other friend. We were standing at the edge of the rock formation looking down at the town, when out of nowhere I envisioned myself pushing him off the edge. It felt exhilarating, as the mere thought of me doing this felt more exciting than anything I've ever lived. I'm not sure why, but I saw an opportunity to try it, and I did. I pushed him. He fell screaming, and my heart was pounding. We're talking about 100 feet drop, at the very least. Rocks and trees on the way down. I saw him hit every one of them. As my other friend arrives after hearing the screams, he panicked and kept asking what happened. I told him I didn't know. I was standing about 10 feet away from him, turned around and heard him scream, so I went to the ledge to see. He believed me, of course. How or why would I ever do this, right? We rush down there, where we think he landed, and we see him there. Lots of blood and obviously broken bones and bruises. But he was still breathing. I told my other friend to run and call 911 or tell someone, anything really. I would stay with him and make sure he's okay. So he did, and I stayed, watching over his limp body, and I smiled. I loved it. I'm not sure why, but I did. I felt power like none before. It was a rush inside. But the job was not done. I could not risk him getting up from that and telling on me. So I stood at his head, crouched down, and looked at him as he slowly opened his eyes, as much as he possibly could anyway. And I said to him, I think it's going to happen again. But I can't have you telling me or I won't be able to do this anymore. A clear look of fear is seen as he's unable to speak. I grab his head and motion to break his neck in a 180 fashion. His death was blamed on accidental fall. Why didn't I feel any remorse? I still ask myself that today. That was the day that changed everything for me. I became distanced from my other friend and people in general. My grandfather thought it was because of my past and this new death of my friend. Too much for my mind, really. I was just trying to avoid killing again. I tried to seem normal, and for the most part I did. Smiled when I didn't want to, be polite to anyone generally, try to fit in and live. But the urges, they were strong. How could I kill again without getting caught? Being a teen and a killer was not a viable option. I had to hold it in. Watch a lot of crime movies and TV, documentaries, and educate myself with books about crime and murder. Just trying to figure out the best way to commit murder and get away with it. I would be 23 years old when I killed again. When I started working as an airline ready reserve agent, I specialized in killing tourists, and not just any kind. Well, that's a lie. Any kind, really, but especially irate customers. The ones that can't shut up and annoy most around them, the rich and the snobby. The other killers, the criminals, and pretty much any straight up asshole. Men or women, no children. I have a code. I think lives deserve to be lived until 20 at the very least. I have some morals and code of conduct. I have my own rules. those of which you will learn throughout this experience. No, not only does being an ARRA allow me to pick victims that would barely be missed or cared about in my country, but I would have the privilege of flying away to another country for free, and quick if shit were to go down south on me. Which it ultimately did 10 years later. At the age of 33, I've killed 33 people, including my own friend from childhood. One for each year of my life. I could not kill people left and right. It had to be right and at a slow pace, so I would not get caught. I was greedy and wanted to catch up to my age and killed one too many in 2017. They called me the Twisted Tourist Killer. I would twist the next 180 degrees of my victims to end them. The feeling of holding life between your hands and ending it was what gave me thrills. My hands, not a gun, not a knife, my hands. On some occasions I had to use weapons on my victims. Sometimes I loved making this pleasure last a little longer. Torture would happen in these times. It would ultimately end with a broken neck either way. The law would eventually catch up as I made a slip up. I could swear he was dead as I dumped him into the woods, saw him there lying. I never feared DNA being found on bodies as I was meticulous about it all. But when I heard on the news about the man being found on May 30th, 2017, and that he was alive but in a coma, my heart was pumping fast. But not in a good way. My stomach turning, my face turns pale as I sat there that night, watching the news. It was time to plan my escape. I could attempt to kill him again, but he's probably guarded. It would only attract some bad attention. This was it. The moment I leave. The moment everything changes, the moment I fail at what I do best. I keep hoping he would not wake up, but he saw me. He knows who I am. He was a client. It's a matter of time. I took my vacation time due to my birthday coming up. 2 weeks paid too. Took very little with me, but enough to survive 2 weeks vacation to not raise suspicion. Done everything I had to do home, and since I kept to myself and didn't have more family, grandfather died, didn't have friends really, it was pretty easy to slip right out with the next flight to Novigrad. Seemed bleak for a place, but it was the only free flight I could get at the time, so I took it. I was fearing the whole flight. The only time I felt true fear. Fear of being caged or held against my will, unable to ever get my fix of killing ever again. But I made it to Novigrad on my birthday, June 2nd, 2017. I stayed low and tried to get the news on the internet about back home. On June 25th, they announced my name. It would appear he talked. I was screwed. Where do I go from here? I had to leave Novigrad, matter of time before they know I'm here. So I left and went east on foot. Couldn't rent a vehicle. Could not let myself be seen by people in case they came to question. I stayed low. Luckily found many places to stay. old cabins and such out in the middle of the forests. I managed for a little while, still going east and away from Novigrad. I actually felt safe alone out here. I sometimes would make runs into some of the cities I would come about to get some supplies and return to their home and whatever home I had that day. But eventually in July 2017, things were happening as the news was talking about it. Mostly in their language. I could not really understand, but noticed some strange things. I kept moving east, and that's what I learned. There was some sort of outbreak happening. A virus or something. I stayed hidden from then on, trying to avoid detection from whatever was there coming, and of course the law. It was clear things were off. August came and people were getting raided by these things. It eventually came to the cabin I was staying at. A horde, just like the movies, moving slowly together, coming towards me. I could see it coming. I slowly grabbed my things, my gun, bag, and leave the cabin through the back window. They spot me. I run and they chase. I was able to outrun them though, and hide for a bit. Kept going east until I found Chernarus. Now I'm here, still trying to survive, and eager more than ever to kill. If there's no more law, or what it seems, surely it'll be easier this time. I can feel that power again. The power of taking life with my own two hands. I love to kill. I love to kill those infected things, but I still prefer fresh meat, if you understand. Just gotta be careful. This time, I will not fuck up. A new life, a new chance, a new kill. Every day, if I want. And that was the introduction to Wes Carter. Sorry if that took so long, guys, but I felt it needed to be said. All right. If you guys at any time want to see this bio, you could. It's been added to the. The commands. Just !Wes, and it'll link you to the actual character profile. You could see his real life picture and who I got inspired from, and all that stuff. So check it out. I need to drink some water. That was a lot of reading with a monotone, kind of lower type voice. This guy's basically my voice, okay, guys? I'm not gonna go all out of my way for a different voice. I thought about using my voice in just a more serious tone, maybe just slightly change just a little bit. I want to keep it simple for that, because there's enough to think about with this character already as it is. So, yeah, not a bounty hunter. It's time to log in and kill. It's probably going to be Quinn. He's the weaker one. Also, I don't abuse the system of alt characters. That's why they implanted the rule. I doubt that they're even going to bother with that, but if they do, I'm just going to kill Quinn. It doesn't really matter to me. I just, the primary characters I really wanted to replay was Eddie and Tony. Oh, I might join a group with this guy. I might actually straight up join a group with this guy. It'll be easier for me to handle the kill jobs and stuff like that. Gonna need my fix. Maybe work with the cannibals or something. Somebody's got to kill the victims. You guys want to have your first look at Wes? You'll be all disappointed because you'll expect something of what he looks like. I'm in great pain. Hey guys, hi everybody. Thanks for holding out through that like friggin' 20-minute speech I had at the beginning with the character. Was this whole bio. I was trying to read it out. Well, here we go. This is him. Say hi to Wes Carter. He'll wear glasses too at times. Like right now, it's sunny. Well, it is the apocalypse, so having a businessman suit is not really helpful. And I gotta blend in. I gotta be a good survivor guy. Oh, do I look like I have no weapon? Do not be fooled. It's the weapon I went with. Saw it off. Perfect. I also kept the saw. Because toys. Got a knife and that for now. We'll see. My name is Wes Carter. And this is my story. My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. It was time to plan for my next victim. I still haven't killed anybody since I got here. I really feel the need. The urges are getting stronger. Blend in. Be part of them. Make one trust you. And you'll get them. You'll get them. Yeah, it'd be great with Felix, huh? Felix. Oh, is that fire over there? Oh shit! Snap! There's somebody over there. Oh, there's a fucking fire and someone over there. And it begins. I see 3 people. One of them seems to be introducing himself. Potential victim, maybe. There's definitely a first victim in there for me. They're leaving. One of them's alone. Part of my code is entrusting people. Have them trust me. It's more exhilarating. Like the time I killed my friend from childhood. We were having a little downfall. Things weren't going so great between us. Girl issues, I guess. Although, I was never really into girls.
Not scared. That's a bit weird with the fire on the sound, but you know, just to their own, I guess.
This guy will have to do. Make him my friend. Make him trust me. And then do what I have to do. Not only do I hold the power within my hands, but the power of communicating. Of getting somebody to trust you and betray them is an even better feeling. I want to make sure this guy's alone. He's not going to meet up with somebody. Shit. Yes, Jack. I use a hotkey. Like this. Creates a little bit more of an impact. He seems to be alone. He's walking casually into the town. You might know this place. Could have friends close by. Stalking the fuck out of him. I gotta find an infected. Attract his attention. Have him help me. Ah. Ah. Come on, scratch me. Ah.
Yeah, over here, buddy, over here.
Hey, yeah, this little bugger, I wasn't ready for him.
Go down, goddamn it. Jesus. Ooh, you alright, man?
Yeah. Just give me a second to catch my breath here.
Yeah, you gotta watch them. They're pretty quick around here.
Yeah, they sure are.
Where are you heading?
Nowhere in particular, really. Just, I don't know. Trying to survive, man.
Buddy? Yeah, as we all are. Yeah, I'm actually looking for someone by the name of Quinn Bauer. Have you heard of him?
I don't know, name kind of rings a bell. I'm not sure why, but...
Country singer.
Oh, maybe that's why. Played on the radio and everything?
Yeah, possible. Yeah.
Oh, alright. Oh, well, he's here?
Well, somewhere. He came here for tour before all this shit went to hell.
Oh, damn.
So,
Yeah, I was on vacation myself. Yeah.
Oh, it picked a good time, huh?
I know, right? Sorry. Thanks for helping me with that thing over there. The name's Wes.
Yeah, no problem, man. Name's John Mason.
John Mason. All right.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm just checking out the buildings.
Fucking John Mason.
You're more than welcome to join if you want.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. A little bit of company would feel good. I mean, I haven't really seen anybody in a long time, so now's a better time than any, right?
Yeah, damn straight. I mean, I met two Russian fellers. I think they were Russian, but yeah, they're headed north. That's the only people I've really seen. Well, apart from you, of course.
Oh. Yeah, well. Yeah, it's been tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting difficult surviving against those things. And now, like, there's people out there doing some bad things too, and it's just not making it easy, you know?
Yeah, that's not even the worst of it. According to those Russian guys, this winter that's gonna come through is probably gonna kill half the people left.
Are you serious?
Apparently it gets bad. Yep, like real cold.
Jesus. Well.
Yep.
Huh. I gotta get ready for that.
Fix up a house. Well, get a fireplace. Have a fire every night. I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely not. You know, I kind of have a thing about settling inside of a town.
Yeah, what's...
I don't know, just never feel safe. Bad people out there, you know. They surround you pretty quick. It's hard to make your way out of a town when they could be hiding in every single house.
Yep, that's definitely true, especially up north.
I was trying to get them alone. And away from those Russians.
Well, nothing in this place. So, where are you from, Wes? American?
Actually, I'm Canadian.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both a long way from home.
Oh yeah, you're telling me.
You know, I don't even know how the fuck I got to this town. I'm lost as balls.
Are you? I mean, I've got a map and I always keep a compass close by. I think this is a town called Pusta.
Yeah, I got a compass. Alright.
It was my next town to check out. On my list, anyways. It was on the way. Am I gonna kill this guy?
Oh, man. A lot of good at compasses without a map.
Well, there is something I really wanted to check out. I mean, after we're done with this place, but it seems you already went through it. I think there's a castle nearby. And I thought it looked pretty interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's, well, hold on. I think it's somewhere east of here. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna check that real quick. So, while I'm checking this, so you said you're looking for Quinn. So are you with some people or something?
Oh, I've got a couple of friends. Decided to split up and cover more ground. I don't know exactly where they're going, though. But we'll all meet up again in Svetogorsk eventually.
Okay. And where's that? North or south of here?
Northeast. It's on the coast.
Oh.
Way up that way. Way that way, I think.
I'll have to check it out sometime. Huh, sounds
Yeah, there's
interesting.
a bar there.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people congregate there. Yeah,
alright.
But be careful of in town. It's run by some Scottish and Pommy guys. Kind of arrogant assholes, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I try to stay away from assholes and arrogant people. Thanks for the heads up, John.
Hey, no worries. So, which way is this castle? Wouldn't mind getting me a sword.
It seems like it's east of here. About this direction. Right here. If we go straight, we surely can't miss it.
Oh shit, let's do it.
Alright, sounds like a plan. So you separated from your friends, wanted to try to cover some grounds? Look for Quinn or something?
Yeah. Pretty much.
I gotcha. Smart move.
Yeah, you know, plus I wanted to get out and have a look around myself. You know, not get slowed down. We had a couple of people with us I was trying to button heads with.
Oh. So you're ready too, huh? Get used to killing these things pretty quick.
Good now. God, that's satisfying.
Maybe he becomes my new partner. Sorry?
How long have you been stuck here for?
Oh, let's see. Came here in June. I was in Novigrad. It's more west, you know. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So back in Novigrad, and things started happening and stuff. So I just, you know, was definitely on the move. Ended up moving here. Seems. I've been here for about 2 days.
Tell me you got my fucking cash.
No fluffy sheep. 100. Are you sure? Holy shit! Thank you. Hey Roach, I have been a silent watcher since Eddie, and you are absolutely awesome. Keep it up, man. Hope Wes gets into some trouble. He will definitely get into some trouble. Wow, what a beautiful donation. Thank you so much. Whoa. Holy shit. Whoa. Much love to you. By the way, you get access to Discord, obviously, with that. So if one of the mods are in here, I don't think they are, but I'll make sure to message you after. Man, wow, thank you so much. Holy shit, show some love to Fluffy, man. Wow. Thank you. Yeah, so what'd you used to do? Wow.
Well, keyboard player. Started as in Quinn's band.
Oh shit, are you serious? You
that-
actually you played with Quinn, like the country guy.
Yeah. Yep. Not in his first album. That was some other guy, but in his second album, yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, that's... Man, I'm like talking to like a rock star right here. A country star, whatever. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, man. This is,
Oh, shit. I wish.
yeah.
Like low-key star.
Congrats on Stream Boss too, Fluffy.
The chicks dig a man that can play the keys.
I guess I know why you're here. But yeah. I was an airline ready reserve agent. Just took care of like complaints and shit like that and client stuff, you know, just paperwork and all that.
So you got to deal with all the assholes as well.
Yeah. Minimum pay pretty much, but man, free flight advantages, you know?
Oh shit. So you could literally go like anywhere in the world.
Well, yeah, but to a certain extent. You see, I could go anywhere, but it has to be when it's like whatever's available at that time. You know, I can't reserve a flight like, you know, in 3 weeks.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's got to be what's available, what seat is available that day, and how I feel. And you know, I felt like I hadn't been in Russia or anything like that. You know, so I went to Novigrad, and you know, here I am.
Okay. Yeah.
Came here for my birthday.
Well, you picked a good time, didn't you? Oh shit.
Yeah, big old 3-3.
Oh well. It's one hell of a birthday present for you, man. I mean, come to a nice place and fucking zombies. Oh, that's just a magnificent.
Yeah, you're telling me. You're telling me. Simple job though. Just a lot of idiots, arrogant people, as you mentioned earlier, and stuff like that. So you can tell why I'm not a big fan of that type of person. You know, it's what I dealt with on a daily basis.
Fucking richy tourists and shit that think they can fucking own everything. You know, people like that.
Hey Fluffy, thanks again, man.
Just
still
'cause they got a big lump
flabbergasted.
in their pocket, they think they fucking own everything.
Yeah. I know. Just take what you got, you know? Go with it, survive with it. That's what I believe. Yeah. You're a good guy there, John. I could sense it. You're not one of those arrogants.
Oh, I try to keep myself civil.
Thanks, Bundum. You are love and you are life too, and I love your stories every
And
weekend.
there's enough bullshit in the world today.
Yeah.
I was make for a good song.
Yeah. Yeah, a song would be nice. Little did he know, music was playing on my stream
what
and
are
I
you
could hear
planning?
it.
You gonna try and get back home?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's kind of windy out here. What was I planning to get back home?
Oh, yeah. Are you at all gonna, try and get back to Canada or anything? Shit, I wouldn't mind going back to the States.
Nah. I don't really got anything over there, John.
No, that's fair.
No wife, no girlfriend, no kids. Just had the job, really. My grandfather was the one who raised me. I was adopted by him when I was 5. Never really knew my mom and dad. So I was pretty much driven, to be smart about what I do and who I talk with, and I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
shit.
never was a people person, really. But that changed when I grew older. But it was kind of like too late. kind of forgot how to mingle with people. And yeah, so being an agent really didn't help me out either at the airline. It just dealing with some assholes all the time just really didn't inspire me to find some friends and hang out and have to deal with that kind of bullshit, if you understand.
Yeah, man, a job like that would drive me to drink.
Yeah.
Putting on assholes. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't
Welcome to the familia.
really take any drugs. I don't really drink or anything. I mean, I'll drink once in a while, you know, when it's appropriate. A little whiskey, a little vodka, or something like that.
Yeah. Well, the way shit is out here, you'll find yourself taking a swig more often than not. Are we close to this castle at all?
I think so. We should be able to see it soon. I mean, I think it's probably going to be on a hill or something. Not sure. I'm not sure.
Is that it in front of us, or is that just a rock face?
I mean, looks like a rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. It can't. I mean, it can't be too far. Want to pick up the pace a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I really want to see this place. That's where I thought I was going to kill him.
Yeah, the only downfall to traveling through the woods and that is a lot of fucking wolves, man. God damn, they are feisty.
Yeah. Yeah, I had my run-in with a few wolves 2 or 3 times. It's not a pleasant experience, I'll tell you. But if you're quick on a draw and you're fast on your feet, it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Yeah, they're vicious little bastards.
Yeah. I should probably check my map here. I see some power lines, and these seem to be indicated on the maps. Might help me pinpoint where we're going. Oh, and there's a dam over there. Surely that's mentioned.
Yeah, and there's a looks like a military outpost just there too. Yeah, military checkpoint.
Yeah. Okay, I think I know where we're at. Okay. Well, technically we're gonna go through that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through that. All right. Well,
Alrighty.
hope you're ready. Potato sacks. I might do movies once in a while on YouTube, so keep an eye on that. Stay subscribed.
Oh boy.
I do upload the streams and stuff, but it's YouTube just.
Probably
It's
have
not
to
a
deal with the
viable
military
way.
infected.
It's too much work for no income. You know what I mean? It's like 30 hours a week. I can't do that. I got a family to
we
feed
can
and
just
stuff.
skip
You
right
know?
past them.
Yeah, we could probably do that actually. Yeah. Because we need to head on that road over there. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, from what I'm seeing on my map, or I did see, should be up on this hill. Like, but further down. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, that's it. One way to find out.
Yeah, I don't mind settling down a little bit and talking and all that, you know. Yeah, I do need the rest too, you know. I could definitely take a few minutes off, and I just don't really like to do that in cities or towns, you know. It generally doesn't end well from what I've been seeing from a distance.
Yeah, no, I hear. here, you know, just sitting there and minding your own business, and a couple of assholes just roll up on you.
You're in a compromising position. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's the last thing I want. Yeah, we're just getting to know each other, Sandre.
Oh goddamn! I'm definitely gonna have to sit down after all this running.
You telling me, man? This freaking hill is steep. It's more of a mountain, really.
Yeah, not wrong.
Man, I'll put this way. I use a sort of like a soundboard, and I have a lot of music clips and
you
stings.
Alone, or you got a group of friends or anything like that?
Believe it or not, I've been alone. Yeah. Since it all started, what is it, like 2 months now? 3 maybe? I'm a little unsure.
Yeah. Well, my friend Eddie was here. He'll tell you exactly the day and the fucking hour.
Oh, really? Like he keeps track of that?
Hey, he keeps track of that shit. Yeah.
Huh. It's gotta be up here. See rocks.
Yeah, must be at the top here or something.
Man, it's exhausting. I'll definitely feel the need to rest before I kill him.
Oh god damn, look at that view. Holy shit.
Yeah, at least we'll get something good out of it. Yeah, this is nice. Man, if it's not the castle, then it's still something.
I'll be with you in 2 secs. Just gotta take a quick hit.
Yeah, sure. Where'd he go? Went like behind a tree real quick.
Alright, there we go.
Alright.
Not as good as I used to be. God damn.
Yeah.
This is how I am. Did you find something?
No, I think if we follow this road, we'll see the castle. Seems like it, anyways. Man. Alright, I guess we go. Just a little more. If we don't see it, then fuck it, we settle. We get a fire going, we relax. What do you say?
Sounds good.
Hey, would you mind, you know, if you, introduced me to your friends sometimes?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Man, could always, you know.
It's just, you seem like a nice guy, John. And honestly, that's kind of surprising, you know, with all the shit out here. I could, you know, use some rest, and I could use some company. Since you're good company, I'm betting the people you're with are probably good too.
Yeah, everyone and all my friends are pretty much good people. You know, look after each other and shit like that.
That's good. Could use people like that around me. I mean, I'd pull my weight, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I can hook you up with the radio frequency if you want to get in contact with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Get separated? Yeah.
Sure, when we get there, I guess. Yeah, just in case. I mean, if we do get separated by a horde or something, or... Oh, what's this here? Oh, okay. Well, technically the castle should be just down the road from here. We should see it from here.
Yeah, it must be, because it looks like an old wall here.
It's just a nice guy, man. I'm good guy Wes. Trying to help out my needs. Man, I gotta say, it's not so bad right here, huh?
Stop climbing that.
Oh, no. I don't have that kind of energy right now. Damn. I mean, this place not so bad. I mean, it's got fences around, so only one entrance, I think. So if there's like the dead creep up on us, we'll be able to see them. You know, that's kind of why I wanted walls outside of a city. This will have to do, I guess.
Yeah, well, the fence still looks good. Yeah, pretty solid still.
Yes, it does look good. Yeah. How about we get fire going or something? I'm starving.
Yeah. Alright. Let's do that.
Alright. Nobody around for miles. I should be okay. This'll be okay.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Where do you want to put her?
I guess in the middle here. I'll have to do.
Alright.
I got some matches. Careful. Oop. All right, here you go. There we go. Much better.
Yeah.
You
need any food?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, same here. I have a can of spaghetti. Yay.
Well, beats me. I got a big bag of rice.
Well, damn, man. I could hook you up with something better. That'd be better than rice.
Oh, I'm pretty good.
You sure? Got some
Jesus
tuna
Christ,
and sardines.
Picks up when we get a fucking fire. No, I'm good. I ate back at town.
Ah. So how old are you, John?
Funny enough, 33.
No shit. 33 like me. Huh. Fucking what are the odds, huh?
So, you run into any of the weird fucking people around yet? Like, have you been up north?
No. No, haven't been north yet.
Oh. Well, while you're up, if you do go up there, be careful of, a group of Muslims. They try to convert you or make you pay a tax, or they'll pretty much shoot you in the face.
Really?
Good people.
More victims.
Yeah.
Huh. Huh. Well, I'll make sure to take note of that. Speaking of notes, that frequency.
Oh, yeah.
Just, yeah. If you got paper, write it on that. And when I find a radio,
Yeah.
when I find a radio, I'll use it.
Yeah, it's usually 87.8. So if you ever need to get hold of me or any of the other guys.
Alright. Fair enough.
Yeah, pretty much channel 1.
Alright, that's easy. Don't forget that.
Yeah, so if you need to get hold of me or Eddie or Trent, I've got Faye, possibly Django. He might have a radio on him. Yeah, they're all good people, trustworthy.
Such a good guy. Didn't really want to kill him. Good people is all you can ask for, right?
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
So you got anyone? I mean, back home or waiting for you? If they're still alive, that is.
Well, got a wife, but I don't know if she's alive.
Wife? Kids
I hope
or
she's alive.
anything?
Nah, no kids yet. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, that smoke. Really coming in, huh?
Yeah. Always, every time I get the fire going, no matter where I sit, the goddamn smoke fucking follows me. I swear to God.
Yeah. And speaking of piss, probably gonna have to go take one myself, if you don't mind. I mean, I'm glad that we're friends and all, but do that on my own little time here. I'll be right back. I'll shout if I'm in trouble. That was quick. How about you put them up, John? Just put them up. Don't. No, hey.
Don't even.
Wow. Should have put them up. Damn it! I fucking misclicked. Could you fucking believe it? Of all times I raise my guns, I fucking misclicked. He raised his gun at me though. Fucking stole. Oh, this is not how I wanted it, but I gotta finish my ritual. Still so warm. He shouldn't have raised that gun at me. It's too bad. There's a little something I still gotta do though. I would have liked to have a little more fun with you, Mr. John. It would have been great. Would have been great indeed. Get to know you a little more. But I'm just so upset you had to raise that weapon. I'm so upset. Well, let's complete this. I grabbed his head and twisted it. Kept twisting until it reached 180. That's right. That's much better. You shouldn't have raised your fucking gun at me! Ah, man, that is a shame. That is a shame. Well, can't let all of this go to waste. Let's see what else you have in here. Oh, everything's ruined, but for our people in his radio. What are these? Pills? Zyprexa? What the fuck's this for? John, it's a damn fucking shame. Could have been a lot different. It was time to get out of there. I wanted to shoot next to him. I don't think he would have actually shot me. And I wasn't supposed to shoot on him. And somehow I got a little trigger happy maybe. I don't know. I can't explain it. My fucking finger literally slipped on it. When he raised his gun, it was, I was like, shoot next to him and strafe to the side. And if he shoots me, then I'll shoot him dead. That was the plan in my head when I saw him raise that gun. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that way and shot right into him. But, you know, I still got to kill him, I guess. And I still got to twist his neck, but fuck, I wish I could have fucking kept him alive a little more. You know, I'm not a torturer. I'm not going to overdo what we've all seen before. I'm not going to be torturing people. All right? It'll be a straight up fucking death. And from this point on, it'll be a lot of role play and getting to know people before I actually shoot the gun. Oh man, poor soul. But what a trooper. What a fucking great guy. You know, he trusted me. And you know, he's dead. Mason's dead. I'm not sure if he's perming his character. Now it's time for me to find my next victim. Oh, he just declared perm. I just permed John Mason. I just permed John Mason. With a straight up shotgun to the chest and then fucking twist his neck 180 degrees. I just killed John Mason. Oh! Eddie's gonna be so pissed. Guys, John Mason's dead. That's it. He raised his weapon, man. He was gonna fight me, so, I mean, he had the balls. He had the fucking balls to fight me, so... Oh my god, I killed him. Ugh. Man. I would have liked to stretch that out a lot more, though, man. I would have tied him up. I got all this beautiful rope here for my victims. Would have tied him up. You know, probably, you know, talk with him a little bit. Fuck with him fuck with his psychology, you know? Like, just mess with his head a bit and, tell him more about me. Reveal myself to him. But I guess that'll be for another stream. Like, I mean, I don't know. Another victim, let's call it that way. I'm not going to be killing somebody every damn day. I'm going to get close to people and give them a reason to say yes to my rights to kill. I'm not going to just straight up grab a guy from Svetlajarsk or something and say, hey, come with me like I did with him. And he's a friend. I knew he would go along with everything. And I straight up shot him in the fucking chest. Day 1 of Westgarter, and I've killed a man. But I loved it, though, in a way. It was so sudden, brutal. I'm going to have to go watch that back. I'm definitely going to have to watch that back and see. I got adrenaline pumping. I was so ready for something. I got to say, twisting his neck really got my heart rate going. Didn't want to have to shoot him first. That's just too bad. Rip John Mason, guys. Everybody give him a rip. Rip John, or Rip Mason as we all know him. I called him John as Wes, but everybody really called him Mason. Rip Mason, man. 07. You'll be missed, my friend. I love you, you beautiful bastard. Now, man, because I killed you, like, you gotta bring back a character or something like that and roll with Wes a little bit or something, alright? I fucking killed you brutally and quickly. It was just Rip Mason, man. Beautiful bastard. Now it's time to make friends. I do have his frequency for his friends. I could technically get in touch with Faye and all those people. Thing is you know, I'm not going to be killing everybody. I'm going to pick a victim every now and again. I could take the cleaver. I mean, I do need tools, but if I get caught with these tools, people are going to be asking a hell of questions. Which is great for roleplay. Alright. Yeah, you got it. You just got it. We got to pay respects to Mason. He had a good run with Eddie Beck. Eddie Beck will be gone for a while, but once Eddie does return, though, man, that's going to be some hell of a fucking news. And hopefully I'll be able to, because I do have the frequency somehow. You know, his body is going to be there. I know where it is. And either Eddie's going to come along on his body and find his wallet or something like that, and it'll say his name, because he'll be pretty decomposed by the time. Whoa, shit. Yeah, he'll be pretty decomposed by that time. Insert. Alright, Soul, just for you, man. Fart sound. Where am I? I'm in Mista? I think I'm in Mista. Yeah, this is Mista. Alright, well, I guess the plan now is self-known to people. Yeah, this is better than a fucking apple. Well, I'll still eat the apple, though, because you gotta eat your fucking apples, you know what I mean? Are you guys enjoying West so far? Now that I'm reading chat. Like, I mean, I do read chat, I just can't always respond to you guys while I see it. I saw some people, like Fluffy said, he really is digging Wes. But you know, while I'm still like, I'm not in RP right now, it's a good time to chat. So, what do you guys think about Wes so far? It is just the first, you know, first hour and a half of Wes here. He's a chill guy. Oh! He's a chill dude. You know, he's just trying to be a survivor. But he's got an urge inside, and he has to kill. And now he needs to do another ritual soon that I will show you guys in a minute once I find a safe spot to do it. There's an it's not really exactly a trophy, but it's a way for him to cope with what he's done, and also keep count. I'm not gonna go around with a bag of teeth. I'm not gonna go around with a bag of fingers. Instead, this is what it is. Fuck you. This door. Ruined DRP door. After I've killed a man or a woman, there's a little something I like to do. It's a way of me keeping count, if you will, of knowing exactly how many I've taken. I've gone beyond 30, and now with the outbreak, I don't know how many I'm gonna kill. But for each death comes a mark on my legs, a place nobody can ever really see. I started slicing my leg for a 34th time. Just enough so it would scar. John Mason. I will never... Now you can understand why I'm not going to be standing in the middle of nowhere or in some random house. I kind of need to be a little off in the distance, you know, to execute the little ritual that he has of carving an extra line into his legs. He's still on the same leg. I'm still on the right leg. I went from the thigh, well, from the upper leg, I guess, and it's going downwards. On the side, by the way, not in front or in the back. It's like on the side of the leg, where he would just mark, just deep enough not to bleed forever, and just enough so it would scar. All those lines are people I've taken. The lines, lifeline kind of deal. Doesn't really hurt him anymore, too. I mean, it does still hurt. It stings a little bit, like a paper cut or something like that, right? I mean, a cut's a cut. I'm glad you guys are liking him, man. So every victim, here's his way of killing back in Canada when he was killing tourists and stuff. The tourists would always be found with their heads turned completely to a 180 degrees. So if they were lying on their back, their face, their head would be turned so the face would be on the ground and you would just see the back of the head. It's pretty gruesome to go that far. When you're twisting somebody's neck, it's not just twisting it, but it's actually fucking up the bones just enough and forcing your way to have it turn to a complete, 180 degrees. So, and they would always be found that way. This is how I left John, with his head turned completely around, facing on the ground, while his torso is facing up. Like, that's how I envisioned it, obviously. So that's how you gotta envision everybody I leave dead. Provided I don't work with cannibals and they eat his body or something like that, but I'm still gonna perform the same rituals as I usually do. It was an easy target. And I was working with tourists with my job, a ready reserve agent for the airline. So I would work with mostly complaints and irate clients or rich snob people or assholes and stuff like that. And they would be like foreign, so they could be from France or from fucking, States or whoever it was. If they were foreign, it was a better chance for me for Wes to do the kill and have it be much more complicated for the police to tie the kill to me, So, and I was just a ready reserve agent. I mean, who the fuck am I in that whole fucking job? It could be anybody in that airport doing this, you know what I mean? So yeah. No, the songs are there are no songs that are copyright that I play. All the songs are off like YouTube. YouTube audio library, which are all free from copyright, and I could use them, and they won't mute my audio when you watch a stream later. All the audio is there, unless I've played something that has been copyrighted or something, which is usually just at the intro of the stream. But once I start streaming, it's only legal music that I play. Still loved meeting John as Wes. That was great. And being able to be the one who kills him and fucking perms him. I'm honored. Thank you, Soul, for that. Even though it didn't go the way I wanted it, I really wanted to extend that a lot more and have you plead for your life and stuff like that. It would have been great, but, look at it this way. John didn't go out looking like a pussy. He went out looking like a fighter. He got his gun up, and he died. It's just sad fact of life, and that's how things do work in the apocalypse, sadly. It's just too fucking bad. I really wanted to go deeper with this, but it is what it is. And you're my first kill with this character, so I'm so glad it was you. Wes likes his royalty-free music. He really does. Wes is a good guy, really. Except for the fact he needs to kill a person, at least once a year. Back, before, when there were laws, that's how he would work. He would just kill like one person a year if he could, but he was trying to catch up, so he would have at least one kill every year, and he was up to 33 at his age. He actually caught up, but he killed like 3 or 4 people in 2007, which really got the police on the lead and shit, and really on his ass. And the last guy that Wes killed before coming to Chernarus was a tourist that didn't die. When I twisted his neck, he's actually survived, and he was in a coma for a while, but he did wake up and managed to talk, but paralyzed obviously, and he managed to talk, and he actually described me, and he knew who I was because he was my client. So man, so brutal. So yeah, 33 kills and now 34 with John Mason. But now it's the apocalypse. There are no rules. There are no laws. I could kill 5 a year. I could kill 20 a year. It doesn't matter. Who's gonna find me? Who's gonna figure it out? They're gonna die. So unless they are able to run away from my grip when I do stick them up, or they shoot me down, or something like that, then, I'm just a cool looking guy right now. Nobody can fucking metagame this. Like, nobody can say, It's like, I know this guy's off. Like, I swear to God, if somebody does that, I'm not going to be happy. Like, I know it's public information and out-of-character information that I'm a serial killer. But it's a matter of time before somebody to not look odd as much as possible. Wes tries to fit in. It's simple as that. He's just a survivor, regular dude, and that's it. There's really nothing to it. Catch me red-handed, you're just not going to get anything out of it. And right now, the only person who knows is dead. Well, if somebody does sketch me out, I'm definitely going to have to try to stop it. But I mean, if that person's going to talk, he's probably got friends, and he's going to have a lot of friends close and nearby, and he's already sketchy of me, so he probably wouldn't follow me into the woods. It doesn't reach the MO for Wes. You know, he's got to be able to get the kill. You know, and
Welcome to the familia.
thanks for the follow, Firestarter. And thank you, the penguin. The penguin eats sharks. Thanks, man. Thanks, you guys, for the follows. Another big shout out to Fluffy for that generous, kind donation. Really, seriously, that is amazing. An arsonist? Where the hell was I going? I lost like track. I'm like reading chat. Uh-oh. Yeah, the sawed-off shotgun is such a damage dealer, man. Like, if you're close range, you're gonna kill anything, like, right away. Like, even if you shoot in the legs, a lot of the times you will end up killing that person. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, I said that in game, but luckily it's my same voice, so... I know some characters are going to want to avenge, like Asher's character, Hide. He really likes Eddie and Mason and them. And he's like writing to me. I know he's just trolling with me. He's like, I will avenge him and stuff like that. And I'm like, you can't, man. There's no witnesses. Unless I straight up... The only thing that could probably lead to... is that pristine? No, that's still damage. I think the only thing that could lead people to believing that I've killed Mason would be that I have something of his maybe, but I don't, except for his radio. Which I might leave it an opportunity. I don't know, really. I mean, they would have to get my radio. So, other than that, it's like the fact that I contact them and saying that, hey, you know, Mason or John Mason gave me this radio frequency for you guys. Now, hey, listen, we haven't heard us. Oh my! You're telling us you've talked with Mason, and he gave you the frequency. That's the last time we've ever heard of him. You know, that probably would be the only thing. That's what would put me in a bad situation, is actually contacting them. Now, will I? That's the question. The $1 million question. Will I call them? It's more people, guaranteed. Could try to disguise my voice, let him know he's dead. Be the nice thing to do. But fortunately for people, I'm not nice. I just don't give a shit about people, their feelings, what they think, what they want. I don't care. None of it matters to me. Like I said before, I don't know why I feel this way. Why I get no remorse when I take a life. It's just how it is. I can't explain it, but I embrace it. Everybody has a dark side. You, her, him, me. Most people choose to repress that dark side. I, on the other hand, will hide that dark side. But I will reveal it one day. To someone or some other. This is Wes Carter. I'm just calling in to say that your friend's head is 180 around. You have fun with that. Yeah, shot him with a shotgun. He didn't feel the head twisting, but he definitely felt the 14 bullets going through his fucking body. The pellets. So now I'm gonna make friends. I'm gonna see if I can make friends and gain some trust with other people. And who's gonna be my next victim? I know this place. I gotta meet up with some hostile people, work with them so I could get my kill fix. Yeah, the cheers system is really weird, man. Okay, let's go north from here. How about that? Let's just go north. Simplify shit. It's important to note that Wes is a sociopath that just does not care. He might look like he cares sometimes, and that's just him trying to fit in, but it really is about... yeah, Wes's first kill, Leviathan. Yeah, you know, I've been trying to watch ads too, for other streamer friends and stuff like that. I'm trying to support them as well. And it's not giving me anything. I don't think it's just the ads you have to watch. Like, you have to, like, click the little bit icon in chat. And you have to, like, watch an ad from there or something, maybe. But for me, it just says to buy them. And, like, when I look up tutorials, it says to click there and actually watch an ad from there. and then you'll get some bits. Not the random ads that play on my stream. Those don't count, but you have to have ad block off. It's really complicated for nothing, and well, not for nothing. I mean, it is bits and stuff like that, and it helps the streamers out. Like, they actually get this revenue income from ads, like they're supposed to. Unlike YouTube, what they're doing, you know, like cutting our necks, like, it's just insane. Yes, Mason, John Mason is dead. That's Quinn Bauer's keyboardist. And yes, he declared perm to me, so he's definitely dead. Yeah, see, Leviathan, I don't get that. That's not what it says. I click the bit symbol, and then there's only a button that says buy. It doesn't say get bits. It says buy. So I don't know if it's because I'm Canadian that it's not giving it. Maybe it's only working for Americans because of this system or something like that. Maybe legal issues, or I don't know. I don't know if somebody that foreign from United States can confirm they've gotten bits through watching ads, or that method you just wrote up there. No, Leviathan, I'm doing it on other people's streams. Yeah, I try to do it on, like, I'll go on Weldon's stream and Deegan, if you will, and I try to give him bits, but it won't let me, like, watch. Like, it just says buy, and that's it. And I could buy bits, but I mean, I might as well just donate to the guy directly, right? I mean, why would I buy bits? It just feels like I could just donate to him directly and not have him wait, like... That's where I came from. Somebody just unloaded a shit ton of fucking bullets. Could that be my next victim? Easy now, Wes. Last time you were greedy, you gotten shit. You've already gotten one today. Do you really want to get another? Yeah, somebody found a body. I think before I'm gonna kill a guy, or at least attempt, I gotta give him at least a straight hour to 2 hours roleplay minimum before I kill him. I mean, this is what my character does, and I'm trying to work around the rules here. I can't kill somebody every day. I just, well, not every day, but at least not like 2-3 people a day, you know what I mean? Those shots came from over there. I'm very tempted to fucking go, but I can't be greedy. I gotta start making friends too. Yeah, I'm still walking towards it. Yeah, check it out. That's what I'm doing. I'm not sure I'm gonna kill the guy, but I know for a fact anybody who's going to metagame my location now, I'm definitely putting on my kill list. I mean, this is what I'm going to tell myself. If somebody wants to die in this game, then fine, metagame me, because that's what's going to happen. Find me, and I will kill you, gladly, and I won't shoot you down in 1 second if you don't raise your gun at me. I will make it worth your while. But, I mean, you know, let's leave it to chance. Let's leave it to chance. I mean, I get metagaming me to find Quinn, Eddie, or something like that, but because those guys won't, like, straight up, they're not murderers, you know. At least they're not trying to kill. Eddie's not trying to kill, and but Wes, he's just looking for the next kill, you know. And if I could crack 50 necks a night, I would be a very happy man, you know. Oh, that's in Pusta, man. Is it in Pusta? No, it's not in Pusta. I can't fucking be, man. There's no way I'm in Pusta yet. This place looks so much like north of Pusta. Trying to figure out what the shots came from. I don't even know where I'm going, really. Could be the Russian guys. I mean, I'm definitely not going to team on 2 guys. Wes is a smart guy. He's going to take his shit slow. He'll stalk his prey. He'll, you know, he'll try to make sense of the situation as well and see his odds. He's not a dumb idiot. Like, I'm going to value the life of this character by all means. You know, I will value the fuck out of this character. I don't want him to die. And as much as Weth, I just wet my Titan on you guys. As long as Wes is a sociopath, he doesn't care about other people's lives, but he obviously cares about dying. He doesn't want to die, and one of his biggest fears is being caught and held, you know, against his will. That could have come from. Okay, this is like. This is the bar from earlier that I was in. Let's see if I see anything here. Always gotta keep that. And make sure that's loaded as fuck. It didn't take any bullets. No, it didn't. Oh no, never mind. I'm not. Right. All right, chamber. All right. My name is Wef. My name is Def. Let's go to the house. Let's see who we got. Nobody here. Okay, well, they must have moved on. I don't know. Back north I go. Yeah, see that? I was like almost dead on north. I was in the Great White North, eh? Just having myself a dandy good time sitting on my Chesterfield. And could you imagine if that was the killer, the accent I would have taken, a Canadian accent? It's like, oh yeah, eh? I'm just being a good Canadian friend to all the people. Just trying to help out. My name is Wes Carter. You know, I'm just a lonely Canadian man that's just looking for friends. Oh, you want to be my friend, eh? Well, let's be friends then, eh? Let's go to the woods over there and I'll kill you. I'll kill you while I'm chugging down some Molson, eh? Let's keep going. I want to get close to Svet because that's where people are. And I was told by Mason that some people were in Svet and there was a bar and stuff like that. It's a good way to meet some lonely wanderers there that might want to die. I mean, nobody wants to die, honestly, but... in this lore, we don't turn. Whoever is still alive was immune, basically, to it. Even if you die, you won't turn. So that's how this lore is played out in DayZ. I'm fine with that. It's different. It's like an infection that affected a lot of people at the start. It could have been your wife if you were living in Chernarus for like a couple years, and she was there, and she got exposed to the whatever the fuck caused this whole shit, and she turned, you know. So I think some believe that the radiation up north might make you exposed. Like if you're exposed to that, you might turn. I don't know, but in this lore, you don't turn, and I kind of like the turning. I love that, you know. But it's different, and it's fresh, you know. It's a little different, and I like that kind of. I like just breaking out into something different sometimes. So this is great. I'll do it. Why not, right? It's DayZ anyways. I'm not leaving right now, so here I am playing. Yeah. So yeah, you're alive. The virus, whatever this is, like even if they scratch you, they bite you. You could get infection, you know, from it, but you're not going to turn from it into a zombie that has passed. Which means this world could actually be redeemed, if that's the case. But, like, how does the outbreak go further? That's what I'm, like, curious about. Like, when they were speaking about the lore, I'm like, well, if I don't turn, then how the fuck did this outbreak go into America and other, you know, countries? And, you know, how did this go? Like, how did it spread out? Like, there's something in particular. So maybe I skipped it or fucking missed it while I was reading the lore, but I didn't see anything about that explanation really. Like, if it's like Ebola or some other people infected, I guess, that traveled into a, like, let's say they went to Mexico, right, from Chernarus. Some guy from here went there, but he was infected. Like, he was not immune when he was exposed to it while it was happening. Brought it back to Mexico, and it fucked people up over there as well. So I don't know, could be something like that. I believe this is Dolina. Like, Dolina's not far away. We keep going north. They kept it vague on purpose. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Just like Walking Dead. How did it start? Who fucking cares? I mean, well, I care. I would love to see how it started. But Robert Kirkman, like, is pretty much set on not telling people, like, how it started. It's just, you know, keep it a mystery. Like, would you know? What if it did happen tomorrow? How the fuck would we know? Like, what happened? We're not scientists. We don't all watch the news 24/7, and whoever does survive, like, who does have that information, right? So we don't know. We could speculate. This is how it happened. That's my speculation. Some people from Chernarus were infected, brought the infection with them, and infected other people who weren't immune to this infection in other countries, and that just went on like a chain. Everybody who got exposed, family members probably, while you were coughing and sick, laying in bed, and like 5 people out of 10 catches this, you know, disease. I don't know. It could be anything like that. Yeah, vague is nice. It just leaves us room to speculate in RP, like you said. Potato sacks, other than the death of John Mason, which John will be heavily missed. I've just been walking. I have carved into my leg. If you don't know, I carve into my leg, each on the side of my leg, like not in the front or the back of the leg, but on the side of the leg, going from upper thigh down all the way down my leg. I keep carving the numbers on my right leg. Actually, I just carve a line. It's the lifeline of that person. And Yeah. Leg because nobody can see it most of the time. It's not like I'm going to be wearing shorts in this country, really. And, you know, the chances of some fucking robber actually telling me to take my pants off, which is ridiculous, because I would not. I would refuse it, obviously, because it's stupid. You don't ask somebody to take his pants off. Unless you have some valid fucking reason. Unless because they want to steal my pants, then fine. But if it's just like, you know, undressed just for nothing and my pants are still there when they're done, yeah, no. But I have to emote that there are 34 lines that are carved into my leg. Just heading north now, guys. I know it's a little boring right now. Sorry about that. I am digging west, though. I'm having fun playing him. It's just more like me. You know, I just didn't want to do a special voice for him. I just kind of modify my voice a little bit. I try to just give it a little bit more of its own sound, just a little bit, not much. Essentially, it's my voice in a serial killer's mind. I've been watching a lot of fucking actual documentaries and stuff like that on serial killers and all that, and Leviathan's helping me out as well. Great guy. He's got some great tips, and he's giving them to me when he sees it's time to do it. He researches a lot of stuff too. He's a writer, so it really helps out. So I'm gonna shape Mason, man, throughout this whatever time I'm gonna be playing him. After Mason, we're bringing back Tony Moretti, of course, and I can't wait to bring back the T. Hey, who can wait? Come on. Hey, Tony's a charismatic motherfucking chooch, and, you know, he can't wait to get back at Chernarus, get things going, and perhaps lead the world, the new world, into a better direction. One where I am king and that I am owner of everything and all and everyone, including the Muslims going around forcing people or whatever to the fucking religion. I'm a fucking force them to eat cannolis till they fucking die. No, they'll probably own the shit out of me because they're really, really good at PvP. I suck at it. I'm not about PvP. I raise a gun to hostile players and they'll just shoot me instantly. Yeah, Tony's a leader guy. He's my leader character. He's my most stressful character to play because I actually have to deal with it IC and OC lead. You know, it's a group. There's a lot of us in that group, and they're still waiting for me to come back. We have a Slack and everything. Hey, we have a Slack. We don't publish shit on the forums about our group, and we try to keep it, you know, minimal information in the OOC level because we don't want people metagaming the group and our numbers and our allies and all that stuff. Bo parabupi. Bada bing, bada boom, eh? Mamma mia. Some good times. Testa ragazzo, vaffanculo te mamera, eh? It's fun playing Tony. I just really, I've really blended with that character. And I just love the voice. I love playing the voice. Tony's voice is great. It's intimidating yet charismatic and lovable and hateable. It depends on the situation. It's like one of the characters I've mastered the most. Personally, that's my own personal feelings about Tony Moretti. Lately, I've been feeling pretty good about Eddie Beck as well. Love that interaction I had last time with Kenneth and Leek and Dolores was there and Jack was there. Well, Ivan, Joe, as you guys knew him on the stream. Ooh, hunting backpack. I like this one. I don't care about room and stuff like that. So I find a look and I stay with the look. Like, this is my look right now. I like it. have a gun, except for right now it is on my back, and it shouldn't be, because it should be at the bottom. Which I'm going to fix that right about now. Right about now. Fix that gun. Alright. There we go. I'm hot and I'm thirsty. I gotta drink soon. If you guys want to, here's a trick if you want to find tents, and I found a hell of a lot, but I'm not going to be a dick, and I'm not going to tell their positions, and I don't despawn their items. I don't do that stuff. I just kind of, you know, I find a camp, and I'll maybe go look in it and see if I could grab a couple things that I need, like food or whatever. My characters are always minimalists, so, but the best way is go through woods, man. Fuck the roads. If you're going to a location, like right now I'm going to Svet, I at least want to get close to Svet. I can't stream for much longer because it is just Thursday night. Tomorrow is my usual longer nights. So I will be streaming tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I will be streaming on Saturday as well. So new times, guys, by the way. It probably will not be written on the screen, but always check the schedule tab on Twitch. I'll be streaming Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and not Sundays, because Walking Dead is Sunday. I love The Walking Dead. A lot of people that watch this stream love The Walking Dead, and The Walking Dead pretty much plays when I stream. So I mean, it's just no good. Since The Walking Dead is back, I've moved Sunday to Thursday, so now we have 3 full days. 1 during the week for those who are weekly, and 2 during the weekend. So it's like perfect times. It's the most pop times too. So we're going to be doing that from now on, at least throughout the winter or the Walking Dead series. So yeah, well, we got that, and we keep going. Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are my days now. Well, I don't want nobody here to give spoilers of The Walking Dead Season 8, and I don't want to give spoilers either, but I will try to at least express what I think of it. And, you know, I mean, maybe I'm biased, man. I love The Walking Dead to a fucking other level, man. I read all the comic books. I love the comic books. So I'm up to date with those. I'm well aware of what is about to happen in the show. But they twist it up always a little bit, and I love to see it live action, so I don't even care if I'm spoiled. But yeah, I love the first episode. Just loved it. Some people are disappointed and said, you know, it's like a fucking 49-minute show, and it was only like 10 minutes of action or something like that. But it's, people have to remember, man, we're not watching to see bang bang shoot all the time. We're watching for the story. If you're into that, then you're gonna have a good time watching The Walking Dead. But it does have like its moments, and right now it's like nonstop. I think Nick or Kirkman said that there would be a lot of action in the next like the first 3 episodes, 3 or 4 episodes, like a lot of shit. And had you guys noticed that Glenn, the actor, he was in the credits? He was in the credits, on screen credits, not like the intro credits, but on screen after the intro. You know, they put up some credits, and we saw his name, and I was like, "Ooh, is he coming back?" So he's probably gonna be like Maggie's flashback or something like that, or maybe Maggie hallucinating him, seeing him, or something. Well, I don't know. It could be anything, obviously. What do I think about the Commonwealth coming? I think it's alright. I mean, anything to create some entertainment, more stories, and get in there. So I'm pretty excited about it. some brutal shit happening in the comics. The last 2-3 issues have been more toned down, but they're still entertaining to me. It take me like 15 minutes to read, you know, so 15-20 minutes. I try to take my time and watch the pretty pictures. Alright. Just keep going north is what I'm doing. I want to get close to Svet so tomorrow there's no fucking around too. I mean, I might meet somebody on the way, but I'm trying to get close to Svet so I'm there for tomorrow when it's peak time, and we're going to have a lot of fun, meet new characters, and perhaps a new victim. And yeah, I'm glad that Soul was my first victim, man. I'm really glad about that. He's a great guy. I hope he makes another character. I'll totally roll with him, but he has to have a character that my character is a sociopath. He really doesn't care about people, though. That's the thing. It's difficult to implement. Maybe having another person with me makes me look more humane. So that's probably what I'm going to go with. It's probably what's going to explain why I have people around me eventually. I think everything has to do with The Walking Dead. I've pretty much played it, except for mobile games and shit like that. But on PC, I have played Survival Instinct. I kind of liked it. I don't know what the fucking fuss was about, man. Like, sure, the graphics weren't like the super duper fucking best graphics in the world, but they were still great enough for me to enjoy. The gameplay was basic. It's a game for fans. That's what fans went into this like expecting some revolutionary fucking way to play a survival zombie game, instead of going in there with the mentality of, I'm a fan and I just want to be Daryl Dixon, for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? It's just, that's my mentality. So when I played Survival Instincts Walking Dead from AMC with Daryl Dixon and all that, I was psyched, and I fucking loved the experience, man. It was a really, really good experience, and I liked it. It wasn't the best by far, but it was still really good, and it was fun. I surely enjoyed it, but I've also played all the Telltale games as well, and like every single one of them, every episode, the Michonne episode, the DLC for the first season, all that. Like, I've played it all, yeah. I'm a little fuzzy on the story though, and it becomes so complicated. Like, you're trying to keep up with the comic book, with the games, with the show. And it's just so much, you know, like, and I do watch Fear the Walking Dead. I don't like it as much as I do The Walking Dead, but yeah. And for those who didn't know, yeah, Trent. For those who did not know, Kirkman did announce publicly, this is public information, and it's not really a spoiler, but Rick will die. Like, he will... So the Walking Dead show will outlive Rick, simply put. So Rick will die. He will get his time. It's probably going to be in 2-3 seasons from now, because they do plan to make like up to 12 seasons. And people are like, what? 12 seasons? That's crazy. I mean, fucking, how many shows have we had up to 11, 12 seasons? We have Supernatural still freaking running. And we had like Smallville go up. Like, there's shows for like teens, people who grew up with it. Well, I got news for most people, man. Most people grew up for the last 8 years with Walking Dead, and that's just, we're attached to it. And I'm sure as hell fucking willing to watch every season, as boring as some episodes might be, as, you know, I don't know, it's just, but I'm a different kind of guy, you know. I look at shit differently. You know, I give stuff a chance. I don't criticize stuff instantly on the spot and go, it's not as good as this. Yeah, not every season is going to be awesome. And some seasons might seem slow. Like last season, people were like, all the bottle episodes. I mean, fuck, I love them, man. I loved every fucking episode. Some of them were like more boring than the other. Yeah, sure, I'll give you that. But I still loved them, and I still felt they were necessary for the story. Each character are important in this, and, you know, we don't need to fucking focus on Rick so much. He's actually starting to get on my nerves. Like, he's so repetitive, and it's always the same shit. I'm like at a point where I'm like, Rick, it's time for you to go. You know, it's like the saying, like, we're survivors. We're gonna survive this thing through thick and thin, and then, oh shit, now we're gonna die. oh no, now we got the power again. Like his motivational speeches are always the same. You know, we had one in the last episode, and it felt corny. It felt like a corny speech. I don't know if anybody else felt that. Like, that's not really giving a spoiler. It's in the fucking trailer. Like, he's giving a speech. Like, I genuinely felt like it was corny. And I was like, at that moment right there in last week's episode, I felt like it was time for Rick to go soon. And although I know there's much more to come with Rick, I don't know. Yeah, Carl. Carl will take over or something like that. Somebody else will, but it can't be Rick forever. I think he's run his course, and people in forum boards and stuff like that have been mentioning what I'm saying, and it's like, we love Rick. I love Rick. I love Rick, man. I love the fucking guy. In a comic, he's not as annoying. Maybe that's what it is. I don't see the annoyance, but in the show, I'm starting to feel an annoyance. Like, even though I love Rick to bits and pieces, it just feels like he's had his run. That's all, you know. And it's time for somebody else to take the flambeau, you know, and just go with it. Ezekiel's great. He's a god, man. He's so great. Thanks, Fluffy. Yeah, I'm glad you liked the impression. Yes, Andre, exactly. You always need boring parts in the series because they help elaborate a story. How the fuck can you get attached to a character that dies if you don't get any background on this character? You know what I mean? Like, you can't. You can't, man. Like, it's like, I wouldn't care about any character's death if we didn't have the story that went with it, and that's what The Walking Dead is. That's what a show is on TV. It is a story. There's no way you could watch, 16 to 24 episodes, depending on what kind of season you're watching, and not have some storyline and some plots and some twists that don't involve necessarily shooting a fucking gun. I don't understand the passion with people only wanting to see like explosions all the time and stuff. I love it too, man. I love it too, but there's so much more to a story than shooting people and being like, look at us, we're the badass. I mean, you can only do that so much. That will get boring. If Rick was out there killing and shooting every damn day, I mean, that shit would get boring, and people would bitch about that. Like, they would be like, well, all he does is go out there and shoot people, and he's a hostile dick, and he's a... You see what I mean? Like, it's just, either way, there's no pleasing anybody. There will be bitching, there will be displeasement, and I'm at the northeast airfield. Great. Alright, I'm going to take this path, and I'm going to just scoot myself over to the north. But I love Wes Carter's theme song, man. It's great. Well, the one I chose for him. Yeah, like I said, I love seeing gunshots and firefights and chase sequence in cars and all that good stuff. I love seeing that too, man. But thing is there's so much more to a fucking story than just guns. That's like the same thing I do in roleplay. Like, I can't fucking play with a group of people or be a character that goes out there and has a firefight every fucking day. I can't do it. That shit gets boring. Those people that love to do that says, well, I can't like sit at a campfire and develop a story, for an hour with some dude because that shit's boring. Well, I mean, it goes both ways. I mean, if you mix up both, then you'll have a good time, right? If you could go out there and move and have some campfire RP at the same time, don't you win-win? Like, I mean, you get the roleplay and you get the hostilities. If you limit yourself to like, okay, let's have like a PvP fight with your group, let's say, and you're like, okay, guys, we only vow to do a PvP fight once a week, right? Let's do it like on weekends or something like that. Just one firefight a week, and let's force ourselves to like not have to fight and just build on whatever fucking hostilities you have with other groups out there, and build on it, for Christ's sake. Send some threats, talk about it, grab one of their people while they're loose and out and about. Escalate the fucking hostilities instead of just like, hey, my name is Jack. Hey, my name is Boris. Oh, hey, Boris. Hey, Jack. Oh, well, yeah, I think you're like, you know, you look ugly and shit. Oh, why you say that about me? Well, because you just look ugly. Well, that's it. Put fucking hands up. No, fuck you. And then shoot, shoot, shoot. And then it's like, you know, God damn it. People instigating all the time. Man. I say a lot of stuff. I talk a lot when I'm traveling to locations. Hey, you have a good night, Leviathan. Love you, bro. I will see you later. The Russian accent. I've never played a Russian or a Chernarus or something like that. I've always felt like, you know, but I'm just gonna sound like every fucking Chernarus, man. Like everybody who does the accent feels like it's the same, right? And I'm just basing my accent off of them. I am not Russian. You are Russian. Not me. I am Chernarus. I am good man, yes. Oh, or maybe I go deeper Chernarus voice. Somebody who's a lot more, you know, intimidating, as you say. They're all a bit samey. It's really like when I meet people who are Chernarus, like I gotta tag their fucking name because I can't. It's like, okay, this guy's this guy, because I won't be able to make out what they're like. Who's who, man? Like I'll meet him later. It's like, oh, who's that? Is that Boris or Yuriv or Yuvi or whatever? I don't know. Like it's like you just, oh shit, I got a drink. All right, no more fucking around. I'm not red, but you know it's getting there. Am I still going north? Yeah, I am. Well, northeast, but I'm gonna start going more north now. I just want to get close to the town. I literally only have 15 minutes left, and I know it kind of sucks, but I got some what the fuck? I guess some stuff to do tomorrow and all of that, and the kids and weekend shift. That's my wife. She wakes up in the morning, but I like to wake up with her, so I end up getting up anyways at like 5:30 a.m. because my kids are up, especially the little one. She wakes up with a smile every freaking day. It's the most beautiful thing. I swear to God, guys. Like I never thought that could be possible. Like my first kid, my first daughter, she was a rough one. Like she cried a lot. She barely slept nights. But this like my new daughter right now, she sleeps her nights, man. She'll put the pacifier in her own mouth. We don't even need to get up for that. And she wakes up with a freaking smile. And she doesn't wake up with crying to get our attention. She wakes up with laughter and talking and stuff like that. Like, I mean, this is amazing, man. It's the most amazing thing in the world. I'm not afraid of robbing people. In Soviet Russia, robbing robs me. Wait, robs you. How would that even work? The youngest is 1 year old. Well, a year and like almost 2 months. And my oldest is going on 10. It's just amazing. Like I've had someone, like when she's sick, like the little one, the youngest, like when she is sick, she won't be as pleasant, and that's just freaking normal, you know. I mean, what is this town, man? Anybody know what I just landed in? I think this is like, I have an idea, but oh shit, a fucking zombie probably saw me here. Hey, now I Oh my god, the melee in this game just really sucks. And I'm still like red thirsty, so I'm gonna have to find something in this town here to drink real quick. I'm gonna drink this real fast. But yeah, when she's sick, and she's been a lot, like she's had a rough year, man. My youngest was getting sick left and right, like always getting the colds, and any little bit of a cold coming around. And I do have my oldest that goes to school, so she hangs with friends and stuff, and they're sick sometimes. And then my oldest brings over like germs. Sometimes she won't be sick, but I know her friend was sick, and now my daughter's sick the next day, you know. So yeah, that kind of stuff, it just bothers us as parents. We don't like seeing our kids suffer, and we all know, man. You know, when you have a bad cold, you suffer. I know it's not life and death, but you suffer. It's not great, man. Nobody loves that feeling whatsoever. I hate it. That's why I'm a germaphobe in real life. The only time I'm not is with my kids. I mean, I can't germaphobe with my kids, man. I can't do that. I mean, I'll wash my hands every time and all that. And if there is like a stomach flu, like I'll fucking, you bet your ass I have a mask on. Like I do have masks for stomach flu and gloves, because stomach flu, you can't use Purell gel or whatever to, you know, get rid of that. That's a virus, guys. So the only way to get rid of that is washing your hands with soap. And sometimes I would wash them so much that my hands would burn. The top of my hands would burn. So Eddie Beck has that deficiency where he's a germaphobe, and I go through that too. I'm not an extreme germaphobe is what I call it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say I'm like a 7. It really depends. And if people are sick around me, like I'm not going to shake your hand. And but if you're not sick, I don't mind. You know, like I'm not going to wash my hand after I shook your hand. I'm just not going to put my hands anywhere close to my face. But I like to show courtesy and respect to people I meet, and you know, not make him feel dirty. So like when I do, like I said, I shake hands, I remember I shook his hand, trust me. And as soon as I get an opportunity out of sight, I will wash my hands with either Purell. I always have a little bottle with me. Just, you know, little mini pocket bottles. I have those with me. I will wash my hands with that, or wash my hands at a bathroom. That's even better than Purell for me. Purell only removes germs, but it doesn't remove dirt and shit. So, yeah, I know, right? Complex roach. Live with stupid complexities. But nobody's perfect. We all have flaws. She's gonna come at. Yeah, fuck you. No hits on me today. I still didn't see a road sign for this town. Like, I recognize it, I just don't fucking remember what it is. Like, is it? Oh, it's Severo. That's what I thought it was. I don't want to be in Severograd. This place is dead. Hey, this place is empty out of my bed at night, huh? God, I'm lonely. Nah, I got a wife in real life. I'm happy. I'm a happy man. Got a shitty job, but I got a great family, so that makes up for everything. And I got some great fans, like people who love to watch the roleplay I provide, the videos I've made throughout the years on YouTube. It's really awesome, man. It's like I got my family and I got you guys. And really, like, a lot of the times, is this Svet? Is it Svet? Oh no. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm close to Svet, I think. I know where I'm at now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta go down the road. I gotta keep going. This is Novo. Yeah, I gotta keep going east. Oh, and there's somebody over there. Man, dude, I gotta log off in 5 fucking minutes. I don't have time to. If he does like some hostile shit to me, I just don't have time for it. My wife is waiting for me. I do have to drink though. Like real fucking bad, actually. I get my shit back up here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so if this is that, then this is this. Alright. Yeah, I know what this is down here. I recognize that. Just need the water. Yeah, Soul's great. He's always giving me directions. He's so awesome. Hey, Fluffy Sheep, why don't you just give me a little PM on Twitch real quick so I could send you the Discord invite link so you could be invited to Discord and join the ranks with the roaches and roachettes in there. I usually announce my streams when I think I'm going to stream and stuff like that. I do that in there. I provide any information, casting call for videos and stuff like that. It's all done through there first and foremost, and then I go on to public and move on with the rest of the information I need to provide. But yeah, it's yeah, just send me a PM. This way I don't forget you. I'm gonna send you an invite link that you could only use the one time. I already have rope. And yeah, you get to chat with fans, other fans, and myself, and I don't bite. And there's not going to be water here. Well, there. Unless I find some shit. I just want to find a well and spam it a little bit. I don't want to. Might give me a good reason to get in Svet and, you know, look dehydrated or something like that. But I mean, I'm close, man. I've got nothing else but these things. It's like I'm gonna eat this right now because it'll bring me up a little bit. Are there apple trees around here? Like I'm in Novo right now and I don't. Other freaking side. My best bet is to Rovo, so that's what I'm gonna head for. Probably gonna log into Rovo as well, unless something happens. But it's way too far in town. It's the same distance from what I saw on the map in town, and if I go this way and then I go to Torovo, it'll come out to the same thing, and I'll be closer to Svet. So, win-win situation. Even in death. Soul's great, man. So, Soul, how about you give us, you know, a little scoop on, totally messed up, man. I'm so disappointed in myself. I mean, I wanted to shoot next to you and not as quickly, but you raised your gun, and I wanted to shoot instantly when you did that. But I was supposed to turn my mouse. It didn't happen. Misclick. Boom, you're dead. And it just... I mean, it made it look brutal, and it's what it is, you know. But still, are you going to be bringing a character? Like, what kind of character are you planning on doing? A bad guy, a good guy, or like, what's the scoop on what's coming up for your next character? Because you played Anthony with Quinn Bauer, you played Mason with Eddie Beck, you've played Soul with Tony Moretti. I'm only expecting you to play something else with me here. I'm expecting it. That's what I'm saying. But it's ultimately up to you. I mean, if you want to go chill, do something else. Go out there and hope that Wes doesn't find you. I wouldn't kill you twice, man. Can't do it. I love this tune. This song right here like reminds me of Nightmare on Elm Street movies. It really does remind me of that. It's wonderful. But can't wait for tomorrow to actually step into his vet with a lot of people there, which is going to be Friday. It's peak night, so he's making an Aussie, a young man who is a bit of a nut job, loves the sight of blood, but has not killed anyone. That's all I got so far. Yeah, you just went on that. I kind of imagine you wouldn't have like a whole backstory yet or something. It sounds great, man, and we're probably going to end up being friends, and I'm probably going to help you kill. This is great. You know, when I think about it, though, I'm glad you died the way you did. It just makes you look stronger, like I said earlier, man. Instead of like pleading for your life and being in pain and screaming and shit like that if I did hurt you. You know, I'm not exactly sure I would have tortured you that much. I would have tortured you a little bit more mentally. Yeah, I know, Trent. When the game doesn't let you skin the fucking cow. Alright, we are in Torovo. I'll be able to get a drink, and I gotta get that drink quick. But I do have tuna with me, which will allow me to survive just a little bit more. Gosh, it's so foggy around here. I know it would have been great, Soul. I know you would have given me like such great fucking roleplay and all of that, and it's really a shame, you know. It's like it's a shame. But at the same time, I guess you know you got to look at the bright side, and you look like a tough guy who tried to defend himself. Well, there's a hat on the ground right here that just lets me know that there's some people in this town, something going on. I just need the water and lickety split. Alright, I know the water is like around here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Thought it was like close to that, was it? Yeah, it's somewhere like on the east side of town. There are some zombies around, so yeah, there it is. There's the well. God, you serious? No fence opening. Are you kidding me? I have to go all the way around? Could you imagine I was like fucking dehydrated, like in the red, and I was dying and I couldn't get there on time because of that moment? There we go. Stuffed. I'm pretty much where I want to be. Okay, Torovo, heading in to Zvet. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty much right next to Zvet. I'm 3 minutes off my regular time. That's why I will be...
Welcome to the Familia.
going up here. And I found a bus. Not working, obviously, but a bus nonetheless. See if there's anything I can grab out of it. Nobody left anything in it. Of course not. So I'm just going to ditch the shit out of that bus and get myself further away from that. Okay, I know where this leads here. My name is Wes Carter, and I kill people. Thanks so much, guys, for being the greatest. Beautiful outcome tonight. A lot of people came out to watch the premiere of Wes Carter, and I'm really happy about that. Big shout out to Fluffy Sheet for that generous donation, to the followers tonight, to all the great people who were viewing, the Roaches, the Roachettes. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same channel, with a lot of love and respect to each and one of you. I say good night. Much love.